Today, we're going to be talking about gerrymandering and its sociological effects on school districts and communities. So, what is gerrymandering? It's the process of determining the boundaries of an electoral district to favor a particular party or demographic. Today, we're going to be discussing the demographic side of it. In this video, we're going to talk about how the boundary lines of school districts can determine the quality of schools and the different resources they're allocated. The first effect is segregation. Most people assume that these lines are drawn up neutrally, but many times they're not. Gerrymandering can perpetuate or even exaggerate racial and socioeconomic segregation within school districts. By manipulating those district boundaries, gerrymandering can concentrate certain demographics in specific districts, leading to unequal access to resources and opportunities. This map shows the percentage of black students attending different schools in Omaha, Nebraska. Mainly, the wealthier, whiter communities have pushed policies that help white families live in heavily white areas and attend heavily white schools. The second effect is resource allocation. Districts that are gerrymandered to favor certain demographic groups may receive more funding or resources than others, which leads to disparities in educational quality and outcomes. These boundaries can define more than just the area where a certain group of children can attend a certain school. They also determine the taxing jurisdiction that supports those schools with local property taxes. Big differences in property value can lead to large funding gaps, even between neighboring districts. Districts with primarily low income households will receive less funding because they do not pay as much in those taxes. With less money comes less resources. The third effect deals with representation. Gerrymandering can affect the representation of different communities within school boards and decision making bodies. When districts are gerrymandered, certain communities may be underrepresented or marginalized in the decision making process, leading to a lack of voice in educational policy. Even further, in predominantly white schools, minority organizations, cultural acknowledgments, and student needs can commonly be swept under the rug because of their race and ethnicity. Our final effect is political influence. Gerrymandering can impact the political influence of different communities within school systems. When districts are manipulated to favor a particular party or group, the interests of other communities or community members may be overlooked or disregarded in the decision making process of educational policies. In predominantly white schools, the interests of minority groups can be ignored, causing those students to have educational disparities because of their race or ethnicity. These disparities can be reflected in test scores assessing academic achievement. Overall, gerrymandering can have far reaching sociological effects on school systems, impacting issues like segregation, resource allocation, representation, and political influence. Addressing gerrymandering is crucial for ensuring equity and fairness within our educational systems.